All right, this is the brother Aisha Yar coming back at you with another lesson. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Honors to all of you brothers pushing this truth through the four corners of the earth with truth and sincerity. And today I want to get into a lesson talking about how men will have multiple wives again once we get into the kingdom. Right now, I wouldn't recommend practicing it because, in my opinion, it's dangerous. It's not really something that you should really be excited for. I know when a lot of brothers get into the truth and they learn about this, that's one thing that they always bring up first, because you know that's one of the things, that's like the sweet part of one of the sweet things to learn about the truth. But at the same time, you really shouldn't be focused on that, especially during these times. There's a lot going on. I know the news. It's a video going around now where police are going into people's cribs and removing them from their homes so they can quote unquote protect them from the COVID, having them tested and everything like that. And right now, it ain't the time to be thinking about sexual pleasures or women or none of that stuff, man. Like, you have a woman or if you have a family, just focus on them. Don't be focusing on having multiple wives and everything like that. But at the same time, this will come back. Men will have multiple wives on the other side. So pretty much I'm going to get scriptures where, you know, there's laws telling you what you're supposed to do if you take another wife. There's examples of men who have multiple wives. And then I'm going to get into other scriptures as well about how you're supposed to treat your wives and how wives are supposed to treat their husbands. But pretty much I ran into this video where she's well, she named this channel, I think, Co-Wives. I think it's only her and one other wife. He only has two wives. But in this video, she speaks about the positive things of it pretty much. She goes into how you know, it's not a separated thing within a family. You know, they had kids, she had kids, and the other wife had kids, but they work as a unit. They don't look at it as like, oh, this is my kids or this is your kids. They be like, no, these are our kids, and they work as a big family, and that's gonna come back. That's gonna come back because everybody's gonna be a pretty much a team on the other side. And you can read scriptures where certain women or whatever were arguing. I think that was in Genesis with Rachel and Leah. You know, they were going back and forth with each other and everything like that because you know, one of them couldn't have kids and that made them, you know, feel bad and everything, but the other one could. You know, certain situations like that, you know, if you're a part of that household, you're part of that family, technically you do have kids, because if she had kids, those are your kids as well, because you're married to that man. You are all one unit. You're all not separated, you know. So pretty much I'm just going to let her speak. I ain't going to speak too much. I'm just going to let her give out some points, and then after that I'll get straight into the
Thank you. In our polygynous household, we share the responsibilities, we share the load as much as we can. I work at the beauty supply, she does too. When I'm at the beauty supply, she's here with the children. She does her homeschool schedule. The children go outside and garden. I'm looking at the garden right now. It's a bunch of weeds, and that's only because in Texas the rain is so that, you know, things start drowning. But we grow our own food. I'll post up some pictures of the harvest that we did, and it just seems as though when you're in polygyny, you know, you can do a lot more, it seems. I know women are able to do a lot of this on their own. I know a lot of women don't need help doing these things, but for us, polygyny works. It works for us. We see the benefits, especially when it comes to family.
Excuse me, Leandra.
Yes.
Are y'all want to say something?
What?
Are y'all say?
Alright, I'm gonna fast forward it because this happens a lot in this video. She gets interrupted with her kids and everything. So I pretty much marked every part where she pretty much get to the point.
Yes, we all disciplining everybody up in here. Ain't nobody. There's nothing. No, I don't want you there. You short. You're a midget. Anyway, so yeah, so you know, yes, we all disciplining everybody up in here. Ain't nobody. Ain't no. That's my kid. Don't talk to my kid. No, we discipline everybody. Everybody get it. Everybody gonna get it. Everybody that need it, get it. And that's how it is. That's something else that I've heard or experienced in different groups and different forms about polygyny. There's always a question of who disciplines the children. Like I don't want nobody like talking to my kids. Like I'm their mama. Don't be like talking to my kids. Like who she thinks she is talking to my. She the other parent. She a co-parent. But I mean, I know everybody ain't into that. You know, to each his own. You know, you don't want nobody talking to your kids. I get you. I feel you. You know, but it works over here. Over here, you know, you belong to the family. The women belong to the family. The husband belongs to the family. The children belong to the family. And the goals and ambitions and mission of the family trumps everything else. There is no I. We don't live in the land of I or any of that. Anyway, so when you homeschool and you try to grow your own food and you own, you know, 2 businesses where you don't have to necessarily punch a clock, you have employees to do that, you're able to have the flexibility and do the different things that you need to do. And that's what this is all about. It's not about a man. And I must be frank, because my children know, you know, we for real about this. It's not about a man having a variety, you know. It's not about, you know, oh, he like her more than me, or he like me more than her. Or, you know, my man a cheater, he a dirtbag, and so I'm going to make sure he do it the right way, so I'm going to let him bring, you know, the cheating, you know. It's not... That's not it. Like, that's not what it's for. That's not what it was for. That's not what it was meant to be about. You know what I mean? It's meant to be about family and the progression of family, especially when you got kids. You know, the way we are setting up our lives and the way we have things in place. The 13-year-old is going to Japan probably when she's 6 years old for like a month. We're going to send the little one with her. Come here, say hello again. Just say hello.
Hello.
Her. We're going to send her too. Why? Because we work hard. We work hard so that our children can have a life, so that our children, you know, can live a life, and not necessarily just working at McDonald's. I mean, that's good. I did it. I worked at McDonald's, Fatburger, Chevron, Quiznos. It's cool, you know what I mean? And here in the state of Texas, your child can go work at McDonald's, so we're even thinking about sending the 13-year-old to go work at McDonald's, you know, give it a little bit of, yeah, this is what the real world is like, yeah. They want them fries hot, and they don't understand why they not hot, you know? But polygyny allows you the flexibility that sometimes you won't be able to have when you're by yourself. Not saying that you can't, because there's some phenomenal women that's doing it every day that, you know, don't necessarily have a cold, don't want a cold. You know, they good, they got a good routine, that's fine. But in this family, we believe that women need to be covered. All women. Women of all shapes, sizes, forms, or whatever, they should be covered. Ain't no such thing as a single mother. Single mother for what? Why? Like, a single mother, in my opinion, needs to be covered. And a single man, in my opinion, needs to be married. And he needs to be a righteous man. He needs to know what marriage is and how to be married and how to be a father, how to be a husband. And a lot of these men and women, they didn't come from, you know, families that had mothers and fathers, but that don't mean they can't learn, you know what I mean? You can still learn how to be a good man. You can still learn how to be righteous, you know what I'm saying? And excuse me for not being covered. I'm at home, and I wasn't covered earlier today. Excuse me, that's my own, that's my battle. I deal with that. That's on me. But you know, everybody needs to be covered. The widow should be covered. The barren woman should be covered. You know what I mean? It ain't about collecting virgins and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Some people is into that. Some people doing that. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to be with a husband that loves me in spite of me. saw me for who I was, saw my work, that was like her right there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She good for my family. Not she good for me. She good for my loins and stuff. No, she good for my family. Just like he chose his first wife. She good for my family. She got the drive and the ambition I need for my family to be where I see it's supposed to be in 10, 15 years.
We're gonna start right there. It's pretty much, you know, that's how it's gonna be. You know, it's not gonna be like she said, it's not gonna be men, you know, having these multiple wives and everything like that, and just treating them any kind of way or whatever. Like you know, it's gonna be a unit. It's gonna be everybody working as a team, and pretty much everybody gonna be in their right minds, because once everybody gets to the other side, once everybody gets to the kingdom, the laws, commandments, and statutes will be written in our hearts. So we're gonna accept this regardless. But on this side, it's still good to learn, and it's good to know, you know, because if you believe in the Lord, you gotta believe in the words that's in this book, and this is one of the topics that's in this book, that men will have multiple wives. But like she said in the video, everybody's gonna be there, and it's gonna be a unit. There was another video that I saw not too long ago where this lady was hospitalized for whatever reason, and she didn't have any of her family or friends visit her or help her out during that hard time. But it was this one dude that she was dating and everything, and he helped her out through the whole situation, paid for all of the hospital bills, made sure she was okay and everything like that. But once she got out and everything, she found out that he was with another woman and everything. But she literally said, that's fine. She was like, this was the only dude that looked out for me. And then she looked at the other woman that he was with, and she looked at how well she was being taken care of as well with her too. And she was just like, he's not out here to make a point out of us. He's here to take care of both of us. And so she said at first that she felt a little bit salty because she wasn't used to that type of lifestyle. But once she realized what type of man that was, she didn't leave him. She just stayed with him. So, and that's how it's going to be. You know, your husband will take care of all of you. You know, take care of you and the children. That's the man's job, is to take care of the household. So, that's going to come back and everything. But like I said, I wouldn't recommend doing that on this side, because you might meet a woman like her where, you know, she'll find it's acceptable. But a lot of the women, man, they're not going to feel comfortable if you do that. Like, you might bring another woman home and everything like that, and then be like, oh, okay, you know, this is my second wife and everything, and they might be like, okay, and everything, but it's a whole different feel. Like, if that dude would have taken that woman into the other room while the other woman is sitting out in the other room, and you already know what they doing in the other room, you know, that's gonna make her feel some type of way, because we still in this flesh. It's a lot to deal with. There's a lot of battles. I wouldn't recommend doing it. You know, you can learn it. That's what it is. But like I said, I wouldn't recommend doing that at all. But, you know, at the same time, though, when you get to the truth, you got to bring out everything. So I just wanted to get into that. So let's get right into it. For examples, it's Exodus 21:10. It says, if he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. So basically, this is a law letting you know what you're supposed to do if you take another wife. Now, why would they write this if you're only supposed to practice being with one woman? This is one of the things that the Lord told his men to do. So it says, if he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. He's supposed to not put her away. You know, once you get that woman, you're supposed to stick with her, you know, for life, you know. And you're supposed to make sure that she's okay all the time. You got to take care of her. So, then we're going to go to the next one. This is 1 Samuel 1:1. Now, there's a certain man of Ramathaim Zophim, I'm hoping I'm saying that right, of Mount Ephraim. His name was Elkanah, the son of Jeraham, the son of Elihu, the son of Tohu, the son of Zuph, and Ephrathite. and he had 2 wives. The name of one was Hannah, and the name of the other was Peninnah, and Peninnah had children, but Hannah had no children. There's another example, letting you know that this is going to come back when the kingdom is established. Men was going to have multiple wives. This is 1 Kings 1:1. Now this is King Solomon, who is Yahushua, by the way. When you get into the scriptures, you'll learn about reincarnation, and Solomon was Yahushua. And it says right here, but King Solomon loved many strange women together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Zidonians, and Hittites, of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, you shall not go into them, neither shall they come in unto you, for for surely they will turn away your heart after their God. Solomon clave unto these in love. And you know, you're not supposed to marry the other nations. You're only supposed to marry the daughters of Israel. With the other nations, you can have them as concubines. That's all you're going to treat them as. You know, they pretty, especially when the kingdom start, they're not going to have no love at all. They got to have no love. Brothers just going to use them for whatever, just like the Edomites on this side use our women for whatever and everything like that. They're going to get it back double. So yeah, you best believe these women of these other nations, they're going to get that, they're going to get that we're going to have that justice, you know. They're not going to be comfortable on this side. They're going to feel comfortable because they be like, oh, he's dealing with me for a certain amount of time, but then shit, she going to get kicked right back out of the house. Right back outside or right back in that kitchen, wherever she's supposed to be. It's not going to be no love for them. But this is to the point in verse 3. And he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines, and his wives turned away his heart. Because, yeah, pretty much, you know, like I said, it's here, Solomon claves unto these in love. So, you know, so Solomon was going off because he was loving these nations. But you're only supposed to love the daughters of Israel. But this is a lot, though. That's 1,000 women. That's 1,000 women. And the thing is, men is going to have spiritual power on that side, so you might be thinking like, oh, well, how are you going to take care of all of it? Man, this is the kingdom. Ain't nothing going to be impossible. Nothing is going to be impossible. You're going to see things happen. Even we're going to be astonished and amazed at the things that we're going to see on the other side. If this happened back then, you already know the things that's going to happen on the other side is going to be, it's not even a number to it. This is going to be completely better, and it's going to be organized. It's going to be order. But then, you know, everybody goes to this scripture right here, Isaiah 4:1. In that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Now, when you read this, this is not just like I ran into a video called Isaiah 4:1 is not a rap video. He had the spirit on him heavy in that video, because this scripture right here is not talking about, you know, just, you know, you receiving multiple wives on this side. This is going to be during the most dangerous, most hellish, most messed up times ever, because this is talking about now in the end, when this is all hell breaking loose on the streets, and these women are going to want some type of protection, because it tells you that a lot of these men are going to fall, and a lot of these men that these women are with, if they're not part of the truth, hey, those men are probably going to go first, you know, because once you take away the man, pretty much everything falls. Everything is separated, because there's nobody to really tell them how things should go and everything like that. And these women are going to be left alone. They're going to be left alone in the streets, and they're going to be looking for protection. And pretty much they're going to see the elect surviving every situation and everything like that. And they're going to be like, man, well, I need to be with him, because if I be with him, I might make it. You know, he eating all the time. He's going from city to city. He's doing that. You know, he's clothed and everything. I need to be with him. And that's what it's going to be. That's why I say we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name. How do you what do that mean when it says, let us be called by thy name? They're going to follow you. They're going to follow everything that you say. These women are going to be humbled down in the last days. They're not going to buck up against you or anything. Those women that's in trouble, they're going to come to one of these men of the elect, and they're going to be like, hey, let us be called by thy name. So that's to take away our reproach, take away our sorrow, our heaviness, our pain. Just let us be with you because we see that you a real one. Pretty much, you know? So that's why I was like, hey, don't be out here trying to do that now, man. This ain't the time for that. You know, this ain't even the time to be having kids. This ain't the time to be having all that family time. This is the time to be getting right with the Most High because we see everything is happening, man. And this is not a game. It's not a game at all. We need to be focused. We need to pray a lot. Pray a lot. Fast a lot. That's what we should be doing. Being in the scriptures a lot. Letting these scriptures marinate in our head because if we don't, we're going to slip. This ain't the time to be thinking about having all kind of different women. You know? Like I said, these are in the scriptures. When you read the scriptures, you're going to come across scriptures like this. And it might get you excited, but at the same time, hey, this ain't that time, man. This ain't the time at all. I'm going to go to the next one. I'm going to end it with this one. It says, this Colossians 3:18, wives, submit your husbands, submit yourselves unto your husbands, and it is fit in the Lord. Husbands, love your wives, and be not bitter against them. We're going to look that up. You know, because, there we go. All right. Because pretty much, you know, it's a lot of brothers with wives or women on this side and everything. And, you know, if they're, you know, willing to learn, you got to be patient with them. You got to tell them everything. You know, you can't be afraid. It's like we don't be afraid to tell these Edomites and these 2/3 that their future is gone. You know, you got to let them know what it is, you know, but at the same time, hey, you know, sometimes you got to deal with them a little bit more delicately. It says, the word for bitter, to make bitter, to produce a bitter taste in the stomach, to embitter, exasperate, render angry, indignant, to be embittered, irritated, to visit with bitterness, to grieve. So when, you know, you have a woman, you know, you gotta tackle certain situations differently from how you would speak to another brother or anything like that, or how you would speak to a 2/3 woman and everything. You know, you got to be a little bit lighthearted, but at the same time, you know, still show that you wear the pants in a relationship. Don't be, you know, be too nice. Sometimes that's not good. Don't be too nice. Being too nice with, you know, that'll get you in some trouble. You ain't trying to be up on that. You trying to, you know, especially if they're trying to learn this, you got to let them know what it is. Because, hey, when it's, like I said, when this stuff start going down, hey, we got to be leaders. You know? We got to be leaders, and we got to be there. And, hey, if she sticks with you through all of this, and you got to make sure she on point too, you know? So, that's pretty much it. So, like I said, you know, that's going to come back on the other side. Men are going to have multiple wives, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. You know, nobody's not going to complain about this, like, at all. You know, it's a lot of, you know, people out there now that's actually thinking about living this way again because they see how separated we are. Like she said in the video, you know, it shouldn't be, she's a single mother, or she's going through that so she can't be with anybody, or she can't have kids so she can't be with anybody and everything like that. You know, it should be like, well, nah, you know, all of us should be sticking together. And that's, you know, one of the ways that's how it's going to happen. Even though on the other side, all of the women will be able to have children and do things and everything like that. But, you know, we're all going to be a unit and everybody's going to be happy. It's not going to be a thing where everybody's going to be bitter because of this topic right here. It's going to be something that's going to happen, and, hey, it's the kingdom. Nobody's not going to have a frown on their face other than Esau and the other heathen nations. So, You know, just wanted to bring that out. And Lord willing, I'll get back at you another lesson. So I'm going to say, call halal, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Honors to you brothers pushing this word with truth and sincerity through the four corners of the earth. And Lord willing, I'll be back at you with another lesson. Shalom.